Season greetings. This is Karen Hall here. I am seeking funding to ensure that I became mobile and I can continue my work as a educator, motivational speaker, and disability advocate. Thank you for visiting my page and for donating. And season's greetings to you and yours. Here's a slide on how they come together. The usual chair that we use in hospitals are not appropriate for this add-on. It has to be this type of chair with a fatter rim in the front so that the grab-on bars can hold on to it. I tried it with the other chairs and it was a mess. To give you an idea of what I'm looking for, I put these two separately because they are sold by different vendors, but they go together to me. That's something that donors need to understand. It's two different items, a manual wheelchair and motorized manual. However, they cannot work without each other. But ironically, they're sold by different sellers. For those who are curious about the darkness underneath, I walk underneath. So that's how it's dark. One foot is just below the knee and is considered, in my humorous way, I like to refer to it as a puppy foot. And the long one, as you can see at the bottom, stops at the ankle. And a little piece more, just completing the downward pull of the leg. And I like to draw the analogy of this and a pestle, where you pong your seasonings. So these two legs, I've had different forms of prosthetic on them, and they have damaged the legs over the years, and also my hip and lower back just under the waistline. So I've resorted to using the manual wheelchair and add-on combo so I can be independent and continue to work and to serve the disability community in whatever little way I can. The budget is a rough estimate. Why I'm saying that? Shipping to Guyana is costly. It's extremely costly. And custom fees for and shipping fees. I have to pay two sets of shipping. But one shipping to the country and the other one is custom fees attached to the shipping and clearance fee. So there's a clearance fee that is paid to the shipping company. And then I have to consider transportation. I likely have to clear this in the capital, and I live outside the capital, so I have to hire a van or minibus to take me to and from and pay the driver waiting time to clear the items. So that's the explanation for the budget. I hope I've been clear enough. I have my email and phone number, so I can WhatsApp me. Any donor who wants any clarification can WhatsApp me for anything that they're unclear about. The bio is a little cumbersome, it has a lot of reading, but here I wanted to give a synopsis of my life and what I've been able to achieve, even though I started out school late based on disability. And living in a developing country, I understand it's different from living in a developed country. You guys have gone way ahead of anything we can come close to in my country, in Guyana, in South America. Uh, the little travels I've done over time have shown me that, and people ask me what are the differences because I've seen them both firsthand. And those travels have allowed me to open my vision on mobility and the variety of access that is available. And now I've become a little bit of a researcher, helping my peers to think outside the box on things that can make them mobile and less homebound and less dependent on their families. In my case, all my family have passed on. I am a lone ranger currently. The goal in this slide is to share with you what I need and why I need it. I've had, as I age, some health issues from many falls I had while wearing the prosthetic, a very inappropriate and ancient prosthetic. I'm grateful for it because it opened a level of mobility I had and independence I would not have had if I had to wait for someone to take me places. However, because it was not well made, it damaged my stumps, my hip, and my lower back. And I've been ignoring them, but as I age, I can no longer ignore it. So I had to resort to having an additional mobility uh, support system, which is the chair and the motorized add-on. And you may ask why I didn't go for a motorized chair outright. A motorized chair is softer for it's not all terrain. So while it's a good thing, it's a bad thing for my lifestyle because it's too heavy and cumbersome. It also limits me where I can go and what I'm able to do. So I opted for the lighter version. The alternative to this combo, there is a kind of a suitcase wheelchair. It's very expensive. It's more expensive than this, I think. Uh, but that's something I probably can look into for the future. But at present, I already am familiar with this type of chair and comfortable using it. So I've chosen to opt for the combo because I found that I can accelerate up hills because where I'm living is hilly. It's sandy too. Uh, whereas with the common motorized chair, they're more for roads, and I will have to do a whole sort of reconstruction of my yard and parapet where I live to avoid sand getting into the hinges and the bearings and all those jazz. I've have I have friends with less mobility who had to raise funds to get a motorized chair, and that was some of the struggles they have with it. And I've had less struggles of that nature using the combo. I like to swim, so this is one of my pastimes. However, because of the various mobility issues in the last 5 years or so, I have been able to take myself to either a pool or a creek to swim. Fortunately, I learned to swim very early as a child, so it's one of the pastimes I can do with the limb deficiencies and still get some fitness. However, when I come out of the pool, I need to be mobile with the chair. So I try to give you a synopsis of my life in the short slides because if I continue, this will be 100 slides. Uh, well, the things I'm able to do once I'm mobile. Currently, I'm at home and I get a donation to pay my internet. However, I'm quite afraid of the issue that I can, once mobile, make my own little income to to live and to do my activism work. Thank you again for donating, and season's greetings.